Virgo, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Ooh. Cards don't even want to shuffle. Moving on, moving on, moving on. I gotta say, man, this card has been popping up like crazy today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, you are moving forward come hell or high water. So here's about reworking your resources. Here's about changing your resources and creating a slow and steady path in order to better utilize your resources. This card comes with lessons learned and new information and a lot of change. However, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This guy takes his time. He moves so slow, it almost feels like there's no movement at all. Okay, so your antagonist is a slow moving change regarding all of your resources, your health, your wealth, your networking, and the leverage of your tribe. Your position is moving on with lessons learned. So it seems to me, Virgo, like you guys have had a point of reflection, a major point of reflection, and you're recognizing what you're responsible for and what other people are responsible for within the confounds of your tribe. And you are recognizing that it's time for you to move forward with lessons learned and that other people need to take the time to have the introspection to learn lessons on their own accord. So as you move forward and forge this new path, very slowly, might I add, you're finding that it's helping you. There's a sense of nostalgia that comes with this card. It's funny because this card has popped up in a couple of reads, and the cards can have multiple meanings depending on what they're paired with. So this card popped up this time, and it's the first time I'm not seeing it as making peace with their inner child. This time I see it as a reflection of the past and remembering the good times. So as you move forward, as you forge a new path and rework your resources, you're actually going back over all of the good times that you had in a sense of nostalgia and reflection. Kind of feels like you're moving in a completely different direction and you're realizing how good your life is and how good your life has been. Like you're counting your blessings, so to speak. There are some unknowns in regard to managing your resources, and it kind of feels like the scales are tipped in. I don't want to say that the scales aren't tipped in your favor. I want to say that there's a lack of reciprocity that you're feeling. And it's not because you feel like you're lacking in some way, shape, or form. It's that you recognize that you're not giving as much as you used to. People are still expecting. What this tells me is that people are still expecting a certain amount of wisdom from you, a certain amount of resources from you, and you're not willing to give that up as easily as you did in the past. So it kind of feels like you're moving on and you're slightly holding back out of a sense of self-preservation, You're reserving your energy because you recognize that you have a long journey to go. You're managing your resources without the same amount of generosity that you did in the past because you recognize that you need to take care of yourself first before you can help others. Yeah. See, and this new strategy about not offering other people opportunities weighs a little heavy on you, but you recognize that this is a short-term sacrifice for a better long-term effect in order to have. Like I said, the holding back of resources from other people is out of a place of self-preservation. And I don't know if you're conserving your actual finances because you recognize that there's a financial um, difference that's coming up ahead, that there are financial needs that you'll have for yourself, or if you're conserving your energy because you recognize that there's some things further on down the road that are going to be a little bit more difficult. So you're kind of holding back to see what other people can do for themselves instead of coming into the rescue for everybody else all the time. So yeah, I see you moving on with lessons learned. I see a new direction in your life, and I'm seeing that there is this sense of understanding why and going back over your life and counting your blessings, but you are holding back your resources in order to preserve them for later use. Virgo, there's a sense of guilt that comes with holding back that I'm getting from this. And honestly, if this comes from a place of self preservation, I really don't feel that you should be feeling guilty about it. Okay. If you are reserving your resources in order to make sure that there's just something left for you, that's the smart thing to do. So, in case you needed to hear that from somebody, you heard it from me. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.